Self-talk can help you find your vision, create your vision. Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom, and I am here to help you to change your self-talk from negative to positive through neuroplasticity. It is not difficult. Every single day, I tell you the key, every single day. And the key is to, sorry, I think I just saw a spider on the roof. I think there is one on the roof. I might have to not get upset about that. My self-talk says I'm okay if there's a spider in the room. I like spiders. They eat other creatures and keep my house clean. Okay, I'm not looking up anymore. So this whole thing with your self-talk, helping you find your vision, the more that you practice self-talk, the more positive self-talk, the more that you are telling your brain in precise, exact, the language that it understands, which is precise, exact, how to, this is what I want, this is when I want it, this is how I want it, and telling it exactly what you're doing. You are not lying to yourself. You are telling your brain what you want it to do. You are giving your computer instructions. So the way you give your computer instructions is with, just like any other computer, if you are programming a computer, think about an airplane, okay? So somebody goes in and they put in what it is that the coordinates so that they can get to, say, Chicago or any other place, wherever that airplane is going. And all of a sudden they don't really know, well, I think I want to go to Chicago. This might be the coordinate. I was going to do this, but maybe I'll put that in tomorrow. Or do you think that plane is going to get to Chicago at the exact time and everything? Is it into the computer? Did you go and put that in? No, you were very general, not you, whoever was programming that for this example. Your brain is the same way. It relies on you to give it specific directions. If you don't, then it relies on the specific directions it has been given throughout your life. Specifically, when you were first growing and being influenced by what your parents were telling you, what you could do, couldn't do, and what couldn't be done, what could be done. And you then started telling yourself what could be done, what couldn't be done. So you took over the self-talk. You took over telling yourself those things. We all did. We all got programmed. But now you know you can change those programs. So what do? First, let's read the passage for today, because you already know, if you've been following me, you already know what to do. But we'll go back over it as soon as we read the passage for today, for January 26th. I have vision. Listen to the precise, detailed words, how this is written. And this is how you would be reading it if you're reading this book. This is, I read a passage to you from Dr. Shad Helmstetter's 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk. So here's the passage. I have vision. Every day, I practice seeing the big picture, how life works, and what I can do now to make my life work best. So I choose to have vision. I see the future I'm creating. I see the future I'm creating, and I see a future that works. Very, very precise to the brain. This is what we're doing. You have vision. Every day you practice seeing the big picture, how life works, and what you can do now to make your life work best. So you choose to have vision. You see the future you're creating, and you see a future that works. When you are talking to yourself and telling yourself, this is why, there goes the puppies. This is why it's so powerful, why it's so importante. And I've told you many, many times, many paths lead to the same destination. So however neuroplasticity, however you want to rewire your brain, find something and stick with it. If you want something that is super easy, works relatively quickly, meaning, and takes no time out of your day, then you can choose Dr. Shad Helmstetter's language, positive self-talk language, that will help you to rewire your brain. And it's in an app. It's easy. It's always in my description. You get 30 days free. Why not? Why not? If it takes 21 days to change a habit or to create a new habit, what do you think you could do with 30 days by talking to your brain? You not just listening passively, listening, rewiring, let those beautiful, very specific and precise passages, those phrases, those positive self-talk phrases go into your brain. Repetition, right? One of the biggest rules of neuroplasticity, repetition, repetition, repetition. Whatever goes in your brain, you're going to, whether it's positive or negative, it's going to become a program if it's repeated often enough and consistently enough. So just think if you had the right programming that helped you to have a healthy self-esteem, to know that you could do things, to not worry about what others are thinking about you, to figure out what your vision is. That self-talk, it's like, I can do anything. So that's what's going to help you find your vision. That's what's going to help you create your vision. Because, we talked all last year about finding your purpose. So the more that your self-talk tells you what you can do versus what you can't do, and what can be done versus what can't be done, and you start negating all those 148,000 times that you were told no when you were growing up, if you were born in a relatively positive household. If not, if it's a negative household, you probably have way more of those no's, what can't be done and what you can't do. And no, don't do this. And I'm not talking about, no, don't touch the hot stove. That's a good no. But if you want to live and have all your fingers and not be burnt and feel good, So this is the value of listening to that self-talk. And you are passively, while you're showering or doing your exercise or walking or making breakfast or just whatever it is you're doing, driving in your car, whatever you're doing, you're listening passively. In the background of your life, you're listening to that self-talk, and your brain is taking it in, and then it's creating all these new neural pathways. And so all these little neurons are going and going, and then they click together, and then some over here click together, and they get very excited, and more click together, and then they all kind of click together. It's like, and I can do that. And it's all, well, before you say I can do that, it's all connecting. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's how it works. Look, I made myself a very beautiful hairdo with all my neural pathways and everything connecting. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to read this to you again, and I want you to understand about you creating your own vision, about self-talk helping you to create the vision so that you can create the future that you want for yourself. I have vision. Every day I practice seeing the big picture, how life works, and what I can do now to make my life work best. So I choose to have vision. I choose to have vision. I choose to listen to self-talk on repeat, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the night, and then I choose to have a vision or vision. I see the future I'm creating, and I see a future that works, because you know what can be done, what you can do, rather than what can't be done or what you can't do. You focus on what you want, what can be done, and what can't, and all the things that you want to create in your life, and that's how you do it. And you see, when you no longer feel that you are unable to, it's like, well, I don't even know what I want. Well, start with your self-talk. Start changing your self-talk to know what you can do and what can be done. Because you're infinite, you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed, and you can rewire your brain with programs that work and serve you, lift you up, tell you what you can do, tell you what can be done. And while you're doing that, I'm telling you that this positive self-talk is, and put a lot of positive things in your life. Switch off the news, read things that lift you and support you, and things that help you to feel good about yourself. and write your goals down and achieve them. Even if it's like 3 little things, change the cat litter, feed the dogs, make breakfast, and check them off and do it every single day. Things that you know that they're going to get done till you develop a habit. 21 days. What can you do in 21 days of having 3 things that you can check off? And start moving to things that are a little more tasks that are, I have to do this. And, a lot of people say, eat the frog. But anyway, do what is most difficult first. Get it done. Get it out of the way. And then see how you start flying. It's like, phew, that feels good. Okay. Now you're on to other things. You start seeing your vision when you start changing your self-talk from negative to positive. When you start understanding what you can do rather than what you can't. Because the first thing, you might have a vision, it's like, no way, that couldn't happen for me. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. Well, I know that person has that. I don't know if I could do that. What is that? Self-doubt. Self-doubt is very, very, well, it's a game changer. Because what it does is, think about a balloon and it's all beautiful and bright and somebody pokes a hole in it, it goes, and it goes all over the place. That's what self-doubt does. It pokes a hole in your balloon of belief. And then you fizzle. Oh, forget it. That's better for someone else. Oh, I don't have time. I'll do this first because this I know I can do. Oh, that's for other people. I don't even know why I thought I should try that. Well, maybe I'll start tomorrow, or I'll try that tomorrow. I'll think about it more. I'll meditate on that. Oh, it just doesn't feel right for me right now. So that must be the sign. Oh, I'm supposed to go another way. Self-doubt. Self-doubt is the poke in the balloon. So, how do you move through self-doubt? You change your programs to where you have a healthy self-esteem, to where you believe in yourself, to where you have confidence, to where you trust yourself, you trust your decisions, you trust the things that you want to do, you trust yourself. And then you have self-confidence, you have self-belief, and then the more you achieve moving towards that, you have more and more confidence in yourself. So you can poke a hole in that balloon of self-doubt. Let's turn that one around. Anyway, so I hope that is helpful for you. And know that self-talk will help you to create that vision. Because the more you expand and know what you can do, the more the self-doubt gets rewired, is what happens. And you start believing in yourself, so it doesn't get pushed away. It actually gets rewired. And you start believing in yourself, you start trusting yourself, and you start achieving, and then you start having more confidence, more and more confidence, and your vision gets brighter and more clear and bigger and expanding. If you can see my arms over here, here's one over here, and there's the other over there. But, whew, just the world. So that's the story. I hope you've enjoyed this. I love you so very, very mucho. Today has been an amazing day and got an awful lot done. So I just... the more that you can write down your goals and write down your priorities each day, you can just go boom, 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 and get things done. It's amazing how it works and almost feels magical. At the end of the day, you're like, you might be tired, but you're just like, yes, I can do anything. And yes, you can. You were born with unlimited promise and potential. Yes, you can. I love you so very, very mucho. You can do absolutely anything. You can change, become, create, do, have, absolutely anything. That's who you are. And I believe in you. You can do it. As always, shining my light to brighten yours. See you soon. Ciao.